Hey everyone, I've been doing several recordings of this video and I haven't really, I keep retaking it uh just 'cause I was debating doing this video in my head. I didn't know if it was a moral thing to do because it could seem like I'm maybe trying to get money off someone's death even though YouTube doesn't pay me. I might be trying to get views off someone's death, but that's not really the case. It's more so I want to tribute this guy. I wanted to share my story I had with him because we sort of had like a small but still we had like a small relationship on social media. Like, that's a weird way to phrase it, but we interacted several times and we both followed each other. And so I felt like, I don't know, I felt like we had some sort of connection in the conversations we had. So it feels weird when someone like that just passes away so suddenly. And yeah, this guy, if you don't know, this guy is Austin Stevenson, um, like the title suggests. He was part of the Rich Alvarez channel, which is a channel that inspired me a lot, and it's the reason I'm talking to you right now. That channel meant everything to me growing up, and it's why I started making movies. Like, I saw these teenagers with no budget just making this freaking movie in their backyard, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to. If they can do it, I can do it. I didn't realize that, people could just go in their backyard and make a creative movie that people loved, and I was mind blown by that. And Austin Stevenson was a big part of that. He was Brock in Stupid Mario Bros. And he did other stuff on the Rich Alvarez channel that I loved. Apparently he wrote a lot of the Rich Alvarez videos that are really good, and I didn't even realize that. Um, he and for the last 8 or so years, he parted ways with Rich Alvarez, and he kind of did his own thing with Dane, who played Ash, and they've been working together for a while. And just I found out I saw a tweet from Dane saying that Austin had passed away. I was stunned. Yeah. It wasn't a fun thing to read. I was just absolutely, I don't even know how to describe it, but it, I went through my own like 5 stages of grief really fast. Like, I'm still kind of processing it just because this guy, I didn't know him that well personally, but I knew him from the Rich Alvarez channel and all the stuff he did independently, like his horror movie that he made. I talked about that like a year ago. And basically the story with him and how I knew him, like, personally, was he made this movie called Love Spoons, and I saw that. I found his channel and I watched that movie just because I like supporting indie creators, and I was wondering what this guy had been up to ever since he left Rich Alvarez. And so I found him on social media and I just commented saying, hey, I saw your movie Love Spoons and I really liked it. And I just gave him a compliment. I didn't think anything would happen from it. I figured maybe he would just like it and say thanks. But instead, he followed me on Instagram and then he reached out to me over a private message. He was so grateful that I complimented him. He seemed so grateful that someone enjoyed something he made. He was so, like, creative and inspired. That just struck me when I talked to him. He was so happy to just be able to create something that people loved. And that's how I feel when I make movies. I related to that. And we talked several times. He liked a lot of my Instagram posts. And we kind of followed each other for, I guess, 2 years now. That was 2 years ago when I talked to him the first time. So, yeah, life is fleeting. Like, it can end at any time. So, you know, I don't know. I guess this is cliche, but live life to the fullest. Don't wait. I feel like I've been waiting for so many things lately in life that I want to do right now, and it's been difficult because obviously there's a friggin' virus, and there's just a lot of things going on in the world right now that are preventing me from doing the things I want to do, and it's just life is so fleeting that it's like you really got to do these things. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just felt like I needed to tribute this guy because I had conversations with him and I loved his work. Um, he was a creative, he was a great actor, great writer, great director. Um, was amazing with comedy. Uh, he really, it sucks. It just sucks that he's gone. Um, I hope, I don't know. It's just really, I just felt like I needed to tribute him in some way. So yeah, I mean, if you guys remember, like around 2 years ago now, I think it was like 2 years. I can't remember. 2 or 3 years actually. Damn, that's wow. That's crazy to think about. But like around like 2.5 years ago, I did these videos on the Rich Alvarez channel. They were very long, and I was just talking about their history over the years. And later on, I did a video where I included Austin's film Hammer Boys and talked about that. And I want to take the opportunity to say that in those Rich Alvarez videos, I was way too harsh. I mean, I was proud of what those videos accomplished. Like, a lot of people saw those, and they reached out to me when I made those videos. I still get comments on it, like, I feel like every other week. Like, I see a new comment on there. So a lot of people saw those, and that makes me even more guilty because I felt like I was way too harsh in those videos. I mean, I was kind of mean. I wasn't just being critical because I wasn't doing tough love. It was more so I was insulting people from that channel, from the Rich Alvarez channel, and you don't really know these people. You can't assume things just because you know them from like the pipeline of the internet. I was going through a phase in my life where I was very cynical and just kind of an ass. If I'm being honest, I mean, I want to respect filmmakers. My mindset has changed a lot since those days. I want to be able to respect indie filmmakers, and just making fun of them in the way that I did isn't productive. And it makes me feel even worse because, if I'm being completely honest, I really made fun of the movie The Clicking Noise that Richie worked on and Austin wrote and starred in. And I'm super guilty about that. I have been for a long time. And now that he passed, the guilt is worse. So I wanted to take the moment to clear the air about that. I don't want to be that kind of person anymore, where I'm just kind of an ass. I mean, I make my own stuff, and if someone was talking about me that way, I wouldn't like it. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying I can't be critical. Like, I was assuming stuff because of the whole Dane situation. Dane and Austin, left the channel because there was a falling out. And I assumed things. I assumed things about their falling out, and I blamed Richie for certain things, and I just should not have done that. I feel like I'm kind of rambling at this point, but I shouldn't have done that. So, I mean, I think the best thing we can do now is just try to honor Austin's legacy, because he left behind some really good stuff in his short life. Check out Hammer Boys. Check out the Whatever We Want channel. I mean, that channel is now a huge archive of his work. Check out Random Productions. That was his older stuff. And check out, Stupid Mario Bros. And Rich Alvarez. He was working on another movie that never got finished. And that pains me, just knowing that he probably wanted to finish that movie and he never got a chance to. So yeah, I feel like this was a big old ramble. This is not something I want to normally do, but I mean, this really devastated me, and I felt like I kind of had to vent something out and tribute this guy, this great talent that was gone way too soon. Alright guys, thanks a lot, and if you're watching this, Richie, Matt, Chris, I'm sorry for how critical, I mean, not just critical, I mean, I'm sorry for how much of an ass I was in those videos, if you've seen those. I'm sorry, I mean, I love you guys, to be completely honest. I love everyone in the Rich Alvarez, that was in the Rich Alvarez Stupid Mario Bros. Crew. I mean, you guys made me want to make movies, and yeah, I mean, I've been talking with my family and my friends about bringing Tom Grimm back, which is my old show that was a complete ripoff of Stupid Mario Bros. We've been talking about making like a return a return for Tom Grimm where he's older now and all that. I mean, I'll talk to you about that later because I doubt it's gonna happen until later this year. But like, just all these things so many things in my life I have to thank Rich Alvarez for. I can't even imagine where my life would be if I never stumbled upon them. So instead of promoting my normal stuff in the description, I decided to post mental health links. Um, because if you're hurting, I wish you the best. I always want to advocate for mental health, and I feel like that's what I should be bringing awareness to. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time with something hopefully more cheerful. Thanks, everybody.